Hello and welcome back to your Valley News Now update. Duke Schindler here again on the desk. I'm pretty sure we got these technical difficulties figured out, but we're looking at continuing to follow a developing story this afternoon where residents of a Moorhead apartment complex say they were evacuated last night by Moorhead police who were responding to a critical incident. Now, according to the Moorhead police, like I said and mentioned before, they responded to an active disturbance on the 2400 block of 3rd Avenue just before 8:50 p.m. last night. Keep it condensed here. Officers say the area remains restricted and the Minnesota BCA will continue to investigate. We'll continue to update once we have more, but we also have our very own Harrison Prey out in the field there in Moorhead. I want to bring you in, Harrison. Thanks for joining us here. Hopefully we got your sound all figured out, but wanted to bring you in. You've been at the scene here all morning. Just tell me what you've been seeing and where things are standing right now.
Yeah, that's right, Duke. I've been here all morning and really all this afternoon covering this incident that happened last night, as you had mentioned. And if I take a step back, you can see behind me, you have a caution tape, you have a Moorhead police car, and you have a Minnesota BCA vehicle that's inside the caution tape. And so as of right now, all we know is that 2 people were hurt in the incident. I was able to speak to some neighbors that live in this apartment complex, one of them saying that they had to be outside watching the investigation for most of the night. And then I actually ran into another resident who witnessed the police come into the apartment complex to the 2nd and 3rd floors, and so they've really just been shocked at what they've seen. They also heard the gunshots, at least one of them did, late last night. So, but as of right now, we're still working to find more information, but we do know that 2 people were hurt in the incident, and we'll continue to follow this developing story and provide more information to you as it becomes available.
Yeah, for sure, Harrison. And we heard kind of with the release here that we heard it was an active disturbance turned use of force incident. Do we have any more details on kind of what that actually means?
Yeah, Duke. So the force of incident, that was what we heard from a resident last night as Valley News Live's Cindy Zatz was able to get some sound from a neighbor who witnessed a policeman or law enforcement knock on their door and drawing guns and whatnot, and so it was going inside the residence and really just telling residents to get out as they're investigating this incident, who was involved in it. So that's essentially what it was about. And if you're able to listen to the soundbite from last night, the incident, when trying to ask police some information, they weren't able to provide any to that neighbor. So in terms of the force of incident, that's essentially what
Gotcha.
that means.
Gotcha. And, police, they also mentioned that the scene is safe. Looks like we still see some police tape behind you there. Are you hearing for the same from people in the apartment, neighbors around the apartment, in just terms of safety? Do they feel, safe at this point?
It was a mix of both, Duke. One of them felt not safe as this one man had a daughter. After witnessing the incident, he was thinking about moving to a different apartment. And then I spoke with another resident who said this is just a part of life. These things happen. So it was a little bit a mix of both. I mean, I still have been seeing some officers walk back and forth, investigating more details in this story, and so that's really what it's been all about. The residents, were quick to comment to me about what they heard and witnessed, and they feel, some of them feel safe, and then some of them don't feel safe. So, I was able to get people who feel both sides. So yeah, neighbors were shocked. They were taken back by it at first, and so yeah, it's really a mix of both in terms of how safe they feel.
Well, thank you again, Harrison, for joining us here. We'll keep you updated on what we hear in terms of this Moorhead incident here. But Harrison, once again, thank you very much for joining us here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Duke.
We'll keep you updated on things going on around that Moorhead area here as VNN continues to gather information. Continue to download our app as well as the weather app. Otherwise, we'll keep you updated on this situation and what's going on there in Moorhead. Otherwise, Duke Schindler here. We'll catch you later.